Thank you, dear friends. Good morning, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone. I salute each and every one of you, men and women of goodwill. We are here again this evening to propagate the gospel of truth, the gospel of freedom, the gospel of redemption, and the gospel that will set us all free. I greet each and every one of you wherever you are, wherever you're listening from. I salute you. Dear friends, it is another wonderful moment to be with all of us. So I salute you from here. The listener we have, I salute you from here. I greet you. Good morning, good evening, and good night. So, Biafrans, we are once here again to do the needful, and that is the propagation of this gospel. There's something I want to bring to our notice that is ongoing in the Nigerian state today. They called it a Coup, which I don't really understand what they mean by that. I really don't understand what they mean by that. But at the course of this program this evening, at least we'll be able to grab something about Nigeria and their shenanigan that they are doing and what it takes to do what they are, because everything in Nigeria is all in shambles. Everything is all about wayo and fraud. Everything is about fraud. So we're here to discuss about today. We saw on the news that Nigeria is dialoguing with those coup plotters. I don't understand how you'll be dialoguing with coup plotters. How do you know who are coup plotters? For the likes of me, I know that coup plotters doesn't expose their identity until whatever they want to do is accomplished. Is when they accomplish their purpose and their my people. Sorry about that. Sorry about the break in transmission. That is what we have been experiencing for some time now, and it is okay. We are going to get through it one day. We'll get through it one day when we'll have more suitable, steady network and more sophisticated device that will be able to withstand the pressure that is coming to it. So, dear friends, I salute each and every one of you once more. It is another day. It is evening, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are streaming from. I salute each and every one of you. So back to the topic we are treating, we are to be looking at today. Nigerian government engage in dialogue with those they call coup plotters. I want you to follow us this evening. Nigerian state government said that they are dialoguing today in Abuja with the coup plotters. I don't know, has there been another ministry in Nigeria that are called the coup plotters ministry? Because I can't foresee any country in the world that wanted their military, their junior officers or senior officers or whatever the case may be. But I know in some of the queue or many of the queues that I've read and the ones I have experienced, because I have experienced one in the place we have today. We have our brother Tuare and the other guy. in the Niger, Burkina. So, dear friends, like I said earlier, it's going to be turbulence. There going to be turbulence, up and downs, but we will be here bringing it to you the way it is. So, Biafrans, bear with us. Bear with us. It is a situation that we cannot. It's a situation that we cannot handle. Earlier, that there's no people in the world that want to conduct a coup and they will begin to announce it. Oh, we are the coup plotters. Come and negotiate with us. Coup plotters does not negotiate with any country that they are in. Military personnel that want to conduct coup does not reveal the identity, number one. They does not negotiate with anybody. Because a lot of things triggers people, whether junior officer, military officer, or senior military officer, to group themselves and try to take over power from a democratic system. But when people that said to be coup plotters unveiled their identity to negotiate with a particular group of people they call the government, that means there's never a coup going on, but a shenanigan. A shenanigan to get to Biafrans. Maybe they thought by so doing or by saying, oh, there's actually an intended coup ongoing in Nigeria, like the government, like the one they called the president was saying the other day, that those that are planning for a coup, that they should not truncate democratic system that they have enjoyed for very long. The truth is that there's nobody planning any coup. If there are people planning coup in Nigeria, those are the terrorists that have been integrated into the army. Outside them, there is no Oduduwa in the Nigerian military that will plan coup. What are you planning coup for? Are you planning coup to structure terrorism? Or are you planning coup to sustain the unsustainable? Are you planning coup to do what? What do you want to get out of a condemned engine oil? Even condemned engine oils are useful. They are useful. Condemned engine oils are useful. I was just contemplating on what the right word to use, or let me just say a used rag, condemned rag, or a broken bottle. That is the best narrative. That is the best narration I have to use to narrate what I want to say. A broken bottle, there's nothing you can do about it. Nigeria is like a broken bottle. And if you say, oh, you want to do Q, you want to conduct Q, who and who is going to do that? It is only those that are desperate in sinking Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. They are the people that will want to venture into that because Emiloko has disappointed them. They are the people that will want to conduct coup. But every other soldier from the southeast, from the west, from middle belt, wouldn't want anything that is called coup. The only thing they would want is anything that has to do with total disintegration of Nigeria. These are the only thing they can push if they want to. But because of the brain dead, all of them are suffering there in the contraption. Because all of them in that army, they are all brain dead. It's only an insane country. If you see what happened in Niger, Gabon, Burkina Faso, you see that these are soldiers of the people. Soldiers of the people, citizens. There's no intruder among them. And this is the only way you will say, okay, you are in a tyrannical rule where the powers that be are suppressing the citizens that they should cater for. They are not feeding them, not giving them water, not giving them light, not giving them social amenities, not giving them anything, no hospital, no school, no road, no job, no nothing, no food, no fuel. But you have all these things. But you have certain people that goes every month. They send prayers to their inbox. Sometimes it is prayer, sometimes it's 30 million. When 30 million is like exposing their game and the thing they have been doing, it will become a prayer. It will be converted immediately, right before our eyes, right before the eyes of the masses. You say you're sending, you have you not received the prayers that the president send into your email? And when the people say, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean that you send it? I did not. I said, okay, I made the prayer that was sent into your mailbox. This is the type of scenario you see in these places that you see people. My sister Chinwe, you're welcome. You're welcome. I salute you from here. Okay, you said click the link bottom as soon as you come in, dear friends. Okay, thank you so much, Chinwe. You're welcome. You're welcome, my sister. What am I saying? Those people that did their own, they didn't do it because they want to truncate democracy. No, rather they want to establish democracy. Because what you have today in Africa is far from democracy. Rather, what you have is autocracy. That is what you have today in Biafra. Autocracy. That is what you have. When the people refuse to do the bidding to feed, it's supposed to be the leaders pouring water on the masses. But the reverse become the case. Instead of the leaders bearing the burden of the masses, it is the masses that is bearing the burden of the leaders. Everything in Nigeria is in reverse psychology. Everything in Nigeria is in reverse gear. Everything is going backward. When it should be the leaders catering for the masses, it is the masses catering for the leaders. You will pay tax and pay tax and pay tax and pay tax from your nose, from your anus, from everywhere, just to feed somebody that has no other job doing, that is so jobless. But at the same time, he's saying that he's representing you. And for the fact he's representing you, he's entitled to 300 million SUV vehicle. He's entitled to 30-something million as a salary. Is these people that enacted the law that made a policy that minimum wage should be 30,000? Should their salary, should it not be at the corridor of that same amount of money? That okay, that they are government officials that are working, they have to take care of their clothes, they have to do this. At least their salary should be around 45,000. Yes. Their salary should be around 45,000, since the minimum wage is around 30,000, so that they will be able to feel the pains of the masses. Because by the time he received 45,000 naira monthly, and he pays his NEPA bill from there, service his vehicle from there, change his clothes from there, change his shoes from there, he will now know and say, oh, this 30,000 naira minimum wage is not enough for the masses. Let's do something about it. Let's change this policy to see if the masses can at least do all these things that are needs, daily basic needs. Do all these basic needs, and at the same time have some kobo to save for the future or for the raining days. But no, instead of them increasing the minimum wage of the so-called citizen of theirs, at least at the corridor of 500,000 naira monthly. At the corridor, if you're a teacher, at least teaching job supposed to be teaching jobs that should be that should be um, um, what they call it, that should be a professional course. Today, teaching job, if you say you're a teacher, you are like a mockery to your people. But it should be that if you're a teacher, your people should be living very fine. That is what it should be. But it's not like that. These are the things that these people that conducted coup in Burkina Faso, in Niger, and Gabon, and many other places, that these things is going to take place in no time. Because they want to make the people, they want to bring home democracy and eradicate autocracy and tyranny. But these ones that are in love with those that are autocratically ruling over the people, not leading them. These ones that call themselves Nigeria, that they see their stomach, just look at their stomach. People that want to conduct a coup, just look at how can a person that is sucking Gary has reason very well to conduct a coup. It is not possible. It is not possible. Because by the time they present to him, okay, they say, I have this 1 million now, I have this 2 million. What are you going to benefit from this queue? At the end of the day, the masses will revolt, and then you will go back, and blah, blah, blah. The truth is that there's no people there in the Nigerian army to conduct coup. The only people that are there are the terrorists that have been integrated into the army, and that's all. So if any coup is happening, what you're seeing is Islamization of Nigeria, and the Biafrans has already gone. So whatever they're going to do, like our Prime Minister rightfully said, that whatever they're going to do is going to gear us. It's going to gear us to what we are going to, what we've been expecting. So it's going to be a facilitation to what we have been looking for. It's going to be a facilitator, just like giving a toad a kick, and you're in your mind, you think you are dealing with that toad, not knowing you're giving the toad a lift. You're actually giving the toad a lift. So, Biafrans, I want you to. We are watching a movie anyway. Nigeria is like a movie, and is a horror one, and is at the other. As at that. Nigeria is a movie, and is a very horror movie, and at the same time a tragicomedy movie. Sometimes you'll be watching it and you'll smile, and as you're smiling, you're weeping for them. That's a tragicomedy. Nigeria is a tragicomedy movie that nobody will want to be a part of the scene. Nobody will want to participate at the scene. Nobody will want the actors, the key players, to give him a script to act. Nobody want to be seen either behind the scene or behind anywhere. Nobody want to act anything. That is the Nigeria that you have today. Everybody is running. Everybody is running. And what do you have to say? Those people that should be saying something are not saying it. They are not saying it. And you will ask a question, why are they not saying it? Because they are receiving a whopping sum of 30 something million naira on daily basis. I'm looking for a video that I want to play for us, where the governor, a present day governor of Edo State, said is the prophecy, because they are seeing what is to come, what the Biafrans are actually doing, and they know that there's fire on the mountain. There's danger. There's danger. Something is giving them a signal that there's danger, there's danger, there's danger, there's danger. That is the signal they are getting. That there's danger, there's danger, there's danger. They are getting the signal. So some of them begin to talk. The governor of uh, Edo State actually said actually said that very soon this money we normally go to Abuja to share every month will no longer be visible. I will look for that video and I'll bring it up for us. That very soon that money will no longer be visible. It will no longer be visible because the economy, what he's seeing in the economy is frightening. That is something that nobody will be able to withstand in the nearest future. That is something that nobody will be able to withstand. And you will ask yourself, is he lying? He's not. He's actually seeing what the future holds for Nigeria. Because every one of them are doing loot and cover, loot and steal, loot and loot and loot and loot. And nobody will ask you any question. Nobody will question you as at what are you doing? Nobody will ask you what are you doing? Nobody will ask you any question. That is the country you find yourself. That is the country you find yourself. And today, so Biafran, sorry about that. We are back. We are back. It's just the network. You keep doing what they know best to do. That is to interrupt. So Biafrans, what am I saying? That those that really have the people at heart, they don't need to announce to you, oh, we want to conduct Coup now. You want to continue. If you cannot come and negotiate, what you now have is pressure group, just like you have um uh, what they in the Niger Delta. Then those ones that once they want money, they will go and tell you, we will blow pipeline, we'll blow pipeline, we'll blow pipeline. Oh, come and give us money. Those are the type. Look at the stomach. Look at how big the stomach is. Just look at. Look at. These people are married and in bed with those people that are committing the atrocity in Nigeria. Is it the military that went to toll gate in Lagos State, remove CCTV cameras and mow down the citizens that they are called to protect? Are they the people that are going to turn around and conduct coup against who? When their own hand are soiled, both from the junior to the senior officer. So none of them has what it takes. They lack the integrity. They lack integrity to do anything that will benefit. We are right back. Don't mind them. We will continue. If they like, they should. The network should bring the system down 20 times. We'll come back 20 times to continue from what we are saying. What are we saying? It takes men and women of integrity. Those men and women that has integrity. They are the people that will actually see the real suffering of the people, and they will want to do something that will benefit the people. Not like these dirty ones. These dirty ones can never rise to anything. Look at it, they have eat bribe. Look at the bribe is now, the thing has impregnated them. And who impregnated them? This corrupt government. Because the deteriorated system allow everybody to do as you want. So the military, when you are giving money, look at military that are fighting to defend you. They are not eating this corn and drinking gari as a result. That is just what they want to enjoy for the afternoon. No, this is the food they have to eat until they come back. People that went to combat with terrorists. How can a man that cannot stand up and say enough is enough? How can I be eating like an idiot? How can such a man stand up to change, to ride against the current? to change the situation in the country. It is not possible. Military that did not rise and say, how can we, genuine people that have never hurt anybody, genuine people that join the military in the name to protect the territorial integrity of their country, watch you integrate terrorists that have invaded, they have not just invaded the territorial, they have not just invaded the territorial integrity, they have not just invaded our country, they are terrorists that needed to be put behind the bar. How can they be our colleagues? With what eyes did you want us to see them? And with what eyes did you want them to see us? But for the fact they want to eradicate, cleanse, do ethnic cleansing, home cleanup of every genuine personnel in the field that we want to rise against their jihad whenever they want to implement it, because it is jihad they are planning now. It is not a coup. So the people that are negotiating, who are the people negotiating? The same people that wanted to conduct the coup. So what are you negotiating? Who are you fooling? You cannot fool the Biafrans. In Burkina Faso, people get to know that there's a coup ongoing when they take over power and begin to amend things. People get to know there's a coup ongoing at Niger when they take over power and begin to address the situation that are challenging the people. People get to know there's a coup going on in Gabon when they take over power and begin to address the situation that are challenging the people. So when a democratic system failed, turned to a tyrannical dictatorship, the people that are close to power, which are the military, will take back that democracy and reform it and hand it back to the people and tell the people, now choose among yourselves who is going to lead you. And the democratic system will be established. That's why when ECOWAS is calling, we are sanctioning Niger, we are sanctioning Burkina Faso, we are sanctioning, those are irrelevances, because the men that are in this thing know what they are doing. They have rejected you people before they involve themselves in this queue. So you saying we have expelled them, you are just doing the job they have already done, because they will never come to you for anything. They will never align themselves with you, because you guys are the genesis of our problem. All these unions, you call ECOWAS, you call AU, you call African Union, and whatever you have. These have been the bedrock of the problem that you have always had. Stella, I salute you. Stella Isaac, I salute you. You're welcome. You're welcome, my sister. So, people had that. There's a link there. If you want to join in the studio, there's a link there. You can join the studio and make your contribution if you so wish. There's a link there. If you want to join the studio, you can do so. Let me put the link again in case if some of you are not seeing it. So the only people that can actually do something to protect their citizens is we that are democratically doing it, following following everything that are needed for people that want to liberate their self. We are following it So, what am I saying? Is it the military that the people have seen, the citizens have seen you kidnap their siblings? The citizens have seen you being arrayed as among those that are kidnapping people. If you succeed in conducting a coup, who is going to trust you? The citizens are not going to trust you because they even like it the way it is now with them, with the ones that are looting the treasury dry, because those ones are very gluttonous. They are so gluttonous that they need money more than anything. The video I will play for us tomorrow, a warehouse where a naira note was packed. Naira note was packed there. And it's not packed, that is not CBN. That place is not bank. The person that packed the money is not a government, it's not the government of Nigeria that packed the money, is an individual that packed the money there for his own personal interest, personal gain, the personal expenditure. And at the same time, that same person is also receiving salary from the government. Sorry, this thing, the network is really not helping issues at all. It's not helping issues, and I don't know what next to do about it. Don't know what next to do to have a very strong network that will not be throwing us off and on like this. The thing is frustrating. Honestly, it is really frustrating. I don't know what to do to this thing to make it stabilize, to stop going back and forth, back and forth. Thank you so much, Biafran. So what am I saying? I was saying earlier that it takes a pure breed of soldiers. We, the Biafrans, we are not interested in any coup. We are not. because we are democratically by nature. We don't need Q. What we need is freedom. What we need is total emancipation from a dictatorship government. Okay. So that's why we're not interested in any Q. If there's any people that would have conducted a Q, that would have do something, that had it been we are seeing a green light at the end of the tunnel in Nigeria, it would have been the Biafrans. Because without the Biafrans in any Q in Nigeria, it is not genuine. Any Q that is going to take place in Nigeria is not a Q, it is a establishment of the Islamization of Nigeria. That is what is coming to happen. It is not Q. That they're actually dialoguing. It's only in Nigeria they will tell you the coup plotters are negotiating, want to negotiate with the government. What are you negotiating? Are you negotiating the integration of the repented terrorist, the called Boko Haram? Are you negotiating? What are you negotiating? Are you negotiating the criminality and the hunger? And what are you negotiating? And who are the people negotiating this, by the way? The system is corrupt. The people that are into the negotiation are corrupt. So what will you give birth to? Another bigger corruption. If military take over the Janjaweed country of Nigeria, what you'll be seeing there, hey, that is when the prophecy of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be completely in fulfillment. When that place is not conducive now, just imagine when the people that are the real kidnappers now take over the government. That time they will just go run down the accounts that are in CBN, run it down, whatever that is in that treasury into what they are doing to run over the indigenous people. But these three men that you're seeing their pictures here, these people are pure breed. These are genuine citizens that want to speak for their citizens that are under dictatorship rules. But is it in Nigeria that when you talk about government, they'll tell you, oh, it's because it's not your brother that is on seat. That's why you are. If it is a Miloko, Yoruba will tell you, say a Miloko, say a Miloko. They have never been an Igbo man, so there's no one the Biafrans would say. We are just spectators. We are just sit down the look people in the so-called country that you are part of. So is it because I win here in the polling booth? It is not like that. I was listening to one of the generals of one of the generals. We are back again. This is this is so pathetic. Please, you guys have to bear with me. I don't know what these people will not just allow me be. So what am I saying? The only people that can conduct a queue are people that are very intact in their brain. Those people that their system. That's something I want to point out for us. That's something I want to point out for us. They said that democracy is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. That's right, right? That's the definition of democracy. And the people has been in power in Burkina Faso, in Niger, and all these places for many years, isn't it? So if there's anybody the masses, the citizens should be in love with, it should be those that have been in power, because they have been taking good care of them. They have been giving them hospital, good schools, social amenities, good jobs, good salary, and everything. Taking care of them, giving them light, giving, making things better for them, having them at heart, speaking the language of the people. But have you sat down to think that a military coup happened in Niger, Burkina Faso, and all these places, and the people automatically throw their weight on the coup plotters? What does that tell you? It tells you that these people are now relieved, that they are like people that have been suffocating inside the bottle, and all of a sudden somebody now opened the bottle and poured them out at the river bank, or at the shore of the river of water, or poured them inside a swimming pool, a cool swimming pool, where they have been inside the bottle, placed in a hot water. And somebody now opened the bottle and poured them in a very cool swimming pool and tell them to swim. Who do you think these people will love more? They will love that person that remembered them and open the prison gate for them to be free. My sister Chinenye Obiefuna, I salute you. Obi Obi Efuna, I salute you. I cannot go more than your name. Chinenye, I salute you from you. Good evening also from you. So, what am I saying? But immediately this coup happened, the people threw their weight immediately on the coup plotters. And since then till now, the coup plotters has not given the people any reason even to start demanding for another civilian leader. What these people are now saying is, we have tested this water for a very long time. Let's now test wine and see which one is more heavier. Maka ndị Igbo si nọ ibuo mmanya, ibuo mmiri, ịmara ha na-abụ nke ka dị alọ. So these people have carried the weight of water. Now they want to carry the weight of wine to see both of them, which one is more heavier. It's only at the regime of the coup plotters, just few months. This thing happened last year. Just few months into their reign, they begin to refine their own gold, their own mineral resources by themselves. Just a few months into the regime of the so-called coup plotters, those that have stolen billions of dollars from the treasury was mandated to return it, and they returned it, and they begin to use it to work. our program today. It is well. It is well with us today. It is going to be. Oh my God. So, what am I saying? The people throwed their weight on the coup plotters more than they have ever. They trusted the coup plotters more than they has ever trusted the government that have been in power for so many years. Just like the Biafrans trusted the Biafra Republic government in exile more than the government that have been in power for 60 something years, 63 years. What is your take home on that? The take home on that is that the people has been under a tyrannical rule and dictatorship. And they have been looking for Messiah. They have been praying and saying, they have been looking upon so many mountains and asking, where will our Messiah come from? Where will our help come from? And then finally realize that their help will only come from these Biafra Republic government in exile. That their help will only come from these coup plotters. And today, these people, there's a smile is being put back on their faces. Because these people, they came, they said, anything that had to do with Western influence, we reject it. Anything that has to do with the West bringing us aid, we reject it. Anything that is not organically grown from our land, we reject it. Any language that is not our language, we reject it. Everything that is not Africanized, we reject it. So how else would you want people to rejoice? So you're waiting for these people with big stomach. You will wait till eternity come and nothing will happen. Nothing will change in your life. Biafrans has taken a walk. We cannot continue to be stupid. We cannot continue to romance with people that are very, very, I don't know what to call them. But these people, I lack adjective to use to quantify what they are. Because these are not people that can represent anybody. Not in any form nor shape. Biafra Republic government in exile is representing us today and we are protected. At least there's no IDP camp in our land. Go and check those that have been under the government of Nigeria for so many years. They are not living in their ancestral home. These people that are conducting Coup that said, oh, that the government of the day, the terrorist government said we are going to negotiate dialogue with the Coup, the so-called the Coup plotters. The Coup plotters are the ones that have been shading the terrorists against the citizens. So I just want to call your mind to what it's going to look like. So don't expect what is happening in Burkina Faso to happen in your land if you eventually wake up tomorrow and you begin to hear, oh, that Coup have taken place. Coup that will take place is Islamization. Because they already told you the people that they are going to protect the terrorists to make sure that they take over the ancestral land of the people, just like they have been shading them. Every attack that happened in Agatu, that happened in Middle Belt, that happened in the Southern Canada, that happened everywhere, the masses will always tell you that these people operated for hours, maiming people, buying people everywhere, buying them everywhere, sending them to RIP. And after 1 hour, 45 minutes, after the whole thing has gone down, you will now see military blowing sarin with they are sending sarin, they are sending signal to those men. If any of you are still there, move, we are coming, move, go away from there, we are coming. Stop there, abort the operation, go, we are coming. These are the people that you're going to entrust you entrusted your life in their hand. You entrusted your life in their hand. When nothing is happening. And now that they're going to take over power is when you wow. So Biafrans, we will be rounding off. I don't know, honestly, this thing is so pathetic. We will be rounding off from here. We'll be drawing the curtain from tomorrow morning. We'll continue tomorrow morning. Every morning and evening or afternoon, we'll be coming, bringing it to you. There's a lot of things. So Biafrans, you have to be up and doing. You are on the right side. Do not allow anybody to preach to you. Do not allow anybody to preach to you. The only preaching, you have to preach it to yourself. Because the only savior you have today and you will ever have is this Biafra Republic government in exile that are doing everything diplomatically, following every laws that guarantees the salvation of the people, that guarantees the salvation of the people, which is the freedom of the people. Our government is following them assiduously. And this year, our self-reflection will be drawing the curtain from here. Seeing the network is not allowing us do anything. It's not allowing us converse. Honestly, it's not allowing us converse. Honestly, I would have loved that when I finish my submission, that people will come into the studio and say whatever they want to say and speak to Biafrans. But I don't know if this network is going to allow us to do so. So I salute each and every one of you, Biafrans. Today, we thank God that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's suffering is not in vain. Because why they are bringing all this shenanigans that the coup plotters are negotiating with Nigeria and all that is because of the doggedness of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because of the doggedness of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, because of the doggedness of the Biafra Republic government in exile. Outside it, no, you will not be hearing this at all at all. You will not be hearing this. The question you'll be asking yourself is, military that could not protect you now, is it when they now take over office that they're going to protect you? The answer is no. A military that they've been sent by the same people that they said they want to conduct coup against, those people used to send them to come and kill you, and they will come and kill you. So when they now take over office, is it that time they will now apologize and say, no, we are being compelled? There's nobody that will compel a military man to go and kill a citizen, and the person will go and kill a citizen. It's against the ethics and their training as a soldier to lay their hand or carry their arms against a civilian. It is against the ethics of the military. But in Nigeria, there's no ethics. These are ụmụ atụrụ Hausa, atụrụ sogwara ewu, ebe ọnwụ na-akwanyere ha aka ha na-eje. Ụmụ atụrụ ha na-asọkwu ebe ọnwụ na-enughere ha na-eje, ha na-asọkwuru jewe. That is how it has been. That is why anything that has to do with Q or whatever they call it is dead on arrival. And any Q is a lift to the Biafrans because it will announce the arrival of the Biafra Republic government, announce the arrival of the declaration of Biafra without even getting us to October or November. So they are welcome to announce whatever Q they want to announce. Once they announce it, Biafra is already independent, and you will not bring your shenanigan Q to our land. You cannot, because who are you speaking for? Have you ever speaking for Biafrans? Are you a Biafran? So there's no way you bring your foolishness and your criminality and your craziness to our land. If you bring it to our land, we will unleash on you our own craziness. So Biafrans, I salute each and every one of you. We don't want to continue doing one thing and expecting change. We have chosen to do it the other way around. And that is the same measure that these people, the Burkina Faso and the Niger and other people have taken. They don't want to keep on recycling criminals and failures into the system. People that are comfortable that their raw mineral resources are being taken by other people at a very poor rate. And those people, not that they are poor, that they are helping them, as in they are giving them a kind of arms. No, they are taking it as their right. They are even paying a tax to the same government, a colonization tax. This is the madness that we've been seeing in Africa. That Africa, as it is today, is still paying tax of those that colonized them. Nigeria is still paying their own to Britain. Every other person is still paying to France. Every other person is still paying. Then what is the democracy you practice in your so-called government? Is a charade. There's nothing like democracy. The only people that are practicing the true democracy now are the Biafra government in exile. And these coup plotters that are in Niger and in Burkina Faso, because the people love what they are doing. What is democracy is what the people love. What protect the interests of the people. There's no any other rocket science that is called democracy. That is why it is the government of the people, for the people and by the people. Once the people are comfortable with what you're doing, you are in democracy. Democracy is the will of your people. It's not when it favors the West, then it becomes democracy. It doesn't matter if it doesn't favor, like what is happening in DRC Congo today. In DRC Congo, Q cannot also take place there. DRC Congo and Nigeria is one and the same. Their military are not loyal to the people. And it is an error. The military, the police, the air force, everything, their loyalty should allies with the people, not with the leaders, not with those people that are looters. Their loyalty supposed to align with the people because they are called to duty to life and property of citizens. Not when a local government chairman is going with entourage of 50 he lost his food with soldiers. While the citizens are left porous, they are vulnerable for every attack. Terrorists came and they keep them in chain, kidnap them in their numbers, and nothing happens. Terrorists came, butcher them while they are sleeping because those people that are supposed to be protecting them are whining and dining in the chambers of those you call your leaders. And that's why genuine Q can never happen in Nigeria because there's nobody called a Nigerian. If you begin to talk that Q can happen in this part of the world, maybe is when Odudu with us. Honestly, I just pray that one day this system will upgrade to a better system that will no longer be throwing us back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I just pray so, honestly. You're welcome, my brother. And also,
Hi, good
we
evening,
are
sir.
discussing on
Good
this
evening.
shenanigan by the.
Yeah, go ahead, Mazi Jaja. I can hear you. You know, the network kicked you off before, so I've been trying to see if they'll allow you to come in, you know. So I've been so busy since morning, but you're welcome. Good evening.
Nigerian state that there's actually a coup plotters that they are negotiating with. Then what do you want? What do you want? Why are you? Why do you want to conduct a queue? And they will not tell you why they want to conduct, and the whole thing will resent. This is terrible, honestly. This is terrible. So, Los, I don't know. You just joined. I don't think Noso can hear me. So, my brothers and sisters, we must
Oh,
continue. Noso, can you
hey,
hear me now?
I can hear you, Mazi Jaja. I can hear you. Just
Okay.
that the network will kick you in and break you off, and sometimes your network is breaking, but it's okay now. Good evening from here.
Okay. 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 It's all right. So, I've been laughing. I've been laughing uncontrollably in my heart that the terrorists in Nigerian military said they want to conduct a coup. And their own queue, they have office. Those that want to conduct a queue, they have office. And the identity are well known that the government will call them and say, okay, let's sit on the round table. Why is it that you want to conduct a queue? We want to dialogue with you. This is so pathetic, honestly.
Mazi, where did these people go and learn their training? Is it in Gelegele River, Gelegele Zoo Forest? Where did these people get their training? These people, I don't understand though. Every day we will keep
They
on seeing
train,
new
they train,
things.
they
Hmm?
train, they train them in Sokoto.
Legodo onye nke a na-ewepụtara pikchọ ya egodo afọ ya onye polisi.
Ha ncha ndị ya conduct gị. Ha ncha ndị ori nri agụta ọkụ. Ha nwa ndị ya conduct gị.
Ihe mere afọ ha ji ebu like this ịma ha anatacha hala ego ndị mmadụ once they finish collecting those bribe from illegal
Bribe.
checkpoints that they used to always hold mount in Biafra land. You know, it's no longer there again. So they don't have anything reasonable, blood money. That is the only thing, the result you get. How can a police officer have this kind of swelling stomach?
That is it. The bribe is no longer coming because the people
No.
that have been giving them the bribe are the Biafrans. Are you getting me? This expression point has been in Biafra land. Are you getting? And now that expression point is no more visible again. So they have now to resolve to be a pressure group. They want to form their own pressure group now to tell Nigeria, oh, if you will not settle us, we will form a queue. We are going to carry out the queue. People that want to carry out the queue does not announce it.
Let them do it fast.
It.
Let them do it fast. What are they waiting for? Why are they announcing it?
That's what I'm telling them, that they don't even need to announce it. What they would have done is they woke up one morning and they dethrone Tinubu and take over Aso Rock. And everybody goes home. Although the wife, if they want to continue with their shenanigans, they will continue with the Fulani. We, the Biafrans, it will be a kind of a lift given to a toad. A kick that is given to a toad. That's a lift. The Biafrans
Exactly.
will just go home without any stress. Are you getting me? And the
Yes.
problem will be solved. Nobody will need to go and start quarreling with his brother, quarreling with this one. Shetima will no longer see the Igbos that he will blame for everything. He threatened the Igbos before he assumed office that he will make the Igbos irrelevant. Now he
Mazi,
assumed office, then he now realized that without the Igbos, that Nigeria will not function. Which one are you?
wristwatch and cup of tea. You see that man, that leg that he's stepping in Biafran land with that obu, that cap. You know these people, they have seen it, they have seen us all. They think that they have seen us all. They think, you know these people, they think Buhari, that Oshishukworonku Buhari, he came, he did the same thing in Biafran land. You see, those people, that is giving him, those that are giving all this Fulani, without minding the repercussion of the meaning of that red cap. You see these people, they think that we don't know our culture, think we don't know what this God will punish them. You see, because of that cap and that clothes that he's wearing, any day Shetima will think evil against Biafra, that day he will die. Any day he make up his mind, or after wearing that cloth and putting on that cap and stepping his leg in Biafra land, as he go, all those things that he have said, let it be so. But if it is something contrary, if it's any day that he's going to fly private, he's going to fly his jet from here to anywhere, even if it is Abuja, even if it is his village, he with that flight will crash. Anything that happened to him, let him mark today's date. It is the Biafran people that is telling him this.
Are you still there,
because
my brother?
people cannot continue to be joking with us. What kind of insult is that?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you, sir. I'm hearing you.
It's unfortunate, but you must
very,
have to.
Very, very. Every time these people will come to our land with putting on those attires,
have given
I don't know the kind of impression that they are
alternative.
trying to give to the public. I don't know. Maybe they think that if they are putting on these attires, they are thinking that that would be a possible means for them to be able to buy or capture the mind of our people. Definitely ignorant ones. They don't know the way we see them putting on that attire. It pains us so much. And those people who are giving them those things to put on, they must be held responsible. They must be held responsible, because this is an insult to our culture. This is an insult to our to what we represent as a nation. How can a terrorist like Shetima come to our land, step on our soil, putting on our clothes, and open his mouth to be saying all sorts of nonsense after he have forgotten all that he have said against the Biafran people? Where is Shetima when they were destroying the houses of Biafrans in Lagos? Where is he? Is he done? Is he done destroying the businesses of Biafrans? Is he done destroying the houses of Biafrans? Is he done killing Biafrans in other parts of Nigeria? Is he done? In Kano, in Katsina, everywhere Biafrans should go. Is he done? What is he doing in the southeast? What is he doing in Biafra land? This is my question. These people, enough is enough, because any day that you will continue to come to Biafra land, any day anything happen to you, you take it like that. Because we have told you that we don't want you. You people are banned. You people don't have any. You don't have right to step your foot in Biafra territory. Go and rule your Nigeria. Go and rule your Nigeria. Don't come to Biafra land and tell us how we want to do. You must recognize the Biafra government in exile. You must recognize Samuel Ekpa and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There's no propaganda. There's nothing. Anything that you are bringing to the table today, just know that we Biafrans are not welcoming anything. There is, if we like, bring heaven and earth today. We are not even looking at you, because we believe in what we are going to do. We are going to build our own nation by ourselves. We want to build our country, our nation by ourselves. We know who we are. So Shetima, stop coming to Biafra land. You are not welcome. Stop coming to Biafra land. Because the land, that Biafra land that shall come you one day, it will open and swallow you. This is my message for Shetima. I don't know if Mazi Jaja is still here. I don't know, because I think the network kicked him off. Mazi Jaja, please try to refresh your network and come back. I don't know if you are hearing me. Yeah, even the
Now let's turn to the government and sealed borders. Now, in context, Guinea is part of the West African Coup belt. It's another junta-ruled former French colony. The military took over the country in the year 2021. They ousted President Alpha Conde, who controversially stood for and won a third term. The military decided to intervene and they captured the president, took over the presidential palace, and declared that they would restore democracy. If the story sounds familiar, that's because it is. West Africa has seen numerous coups over the last few years. Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger are some examples. Guinea is also part of this coup belt, but it was looked at a bit differently. The military here had agreed to return to democracy in a given time frame. They had agreed to hold elections and hand over power by December 2024. That's this year. They were working with the civilian government to achieve this, a government that the junta itself had appointed after the coup. But there's been a new development now. On Monday, Guinea's junta made this announcement.
Article 1. The government is dissolved. Article 2. Everyday matters will be managed by the Cabinet Directors, Secretaries General, and Deputy Secretaries General until a new is put in place. Article 3. This decree, which abrogates all previous provisions to the contrary, takes effect from the date of its signature and will be registered and published in the official journal of the...
Mazi, are you back? You're welcome.
Yes, I'm back.
It's okay. All right, you're welcome.
No, it's Martin.
You're welcome. No problem. I don't know. Your network is I don't know why, because they kick you out, but I'm still here. But no problem. I know what to do. Anytime you're off like this, I'll just carry on. So yeah, sure.
The system need upgrading.
Upgrading, is it money to upgrade it? How?
It is
more light. I'm not used to this. So whatever it is, don't worry, Mazi Jaja. We should chat on private now, so we know what to do concerning this channel.
Later we'll talk.
So,
what am I? Let's be managing it for now. What am I saying? That these people can never give you anything genuine. The only people that can give you something that is genuine are those that are genuine in their mind, in their conscience. Have you ever heard, I'm not asking you now, so have you ever heard or read that the soldiers of Niger shoot their citizens before now?
I have never heard. It has never happened.
Have you ever heard that the soldiers of Burkina Faso shoot their citizens, or Niger, or what is the name of the other country?
Guinea. Is it Guinea? Or
yes,
is it Guinea? My brother, yes. This thing does not happen there. I think today I was having a chat with somebody from Guinea Conakry and from Guinea Bissau today. These things don't happen there now. How would that? They don't happen. It is only in the Nigeria now. Only in Nigeria. Only in the zoo.
It's only in the zoo. Whenever you hear of anything that is awful, that is bad, it's only in the zoo. It's only in the zoo. And because of the purity of heart of these soldiers, that's why they were able to see clear and see that this government has become a dictatorship against our people. And they planned to do something. And you will see how happy the people were when these military men take over power. In other countries, when military take over power, the people will frown at them. And when you see the people frown at any country where coup take place, then you know there are power mongers in the military personnel. And these are the people that the people will now turn their back on their leadership. And when the world begin to talk, they will say the people did not accept what you guys are doing. So relinquish the power back to the citizens. But this time, the citizens are very happy and comfortable with the leadership of the military, more than they have ever been with the leadership of the civilian rule, and the so-called democratic system that the West gave to us. And these are the things that the Biafrans see. We can't conduct. Who are we going to conduct a coup against? You want to conduct a coup to normalize a Boko Haram, or to normalize Asaru, or to normalize a what? So we don't need coup. What we need is total disintegration of Nigeria. And we have gone our separate ways and using economic strangulation to get our freedom and sit at home and order civil disobedience that citizens we apply whenever they are under a dictatorship. And that is what we are doing. What is enshrined in the law, you cannot dispute it. That's why they have not been able to prove anything against our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Rather, they keep on postponing his case. The man that you went and kidnapped from Kenya, that means you have a valid point, evidence, concrete evidence that the world will hear and say, no wonder that these people break our laws. Okay, what you guys did, what this guy did is wrong. It's very bad, but you guys has also violated those, and you guys will face the music at the same time. Because it doesn't matter the crime somebody, you can't break the law to correct the law. It doesn't happen. You have to be law abiding to correct somebody that have broken the law. But it's only in Nigeria that you want to break the law to correct people that you are breaking a traffic law to correct somebody that is breaking a traffic law. What's that? It's only in Nigeria you see it. A road safety is driving one way. A man is driving one way to stop another person that is driving.
Don't mind them. Don't mind them. I've seen several videos like that. I wish you have one of that video. You bring it out here, where they were driving on one way. They were trying to clear the road in the other side, and the other side is one way. The police van is still, the terrorist van is still accessing the other one way road. And these are the people that claims that they are trying to put things right. You see, this kind of thing that happened in Niger and in Burkina Faso, if it happens to be in the zoo today, just know that it's still the same criminals. You know what is going on, my brother? Let me tell you, Mazi Jaja. You see, since when this Jagaban now enter power, you know that it's the same people that put him there, even when he did not win. Okay, now they were thinking that he's going to work in their own favor, but today now, since they have not seen the handwriting on the wall, they are not seeing what is going on now. They are not changing. You see these people, because it's not, because Tinubu is not really, you know, as in maybe he's not fast enough the way they thought, or maybe something like that, you know, or maybe they thought that by now he should be dead. So those things are not coming up. So you see all these protests, all this hardship, all this hungry, and these things that you see happening. It is these Fulani people that are doing it. It is not true. It is not true. It is these people that are doing it just to make sure, to see a reason for them to do whatever they are going to do, to see a reason for them to say, okay,
Hey, my brother, no, so it's like they have kicked you out again. I can no longer hear you. My brother, they have a lot of expectations from
Mazi, are you not hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you now. I wasn't hearing you before.
Okay, let me just quickly. You see, these people, they know what they are doing. So my greatest joy today is that is because of the step and the stand that we Biafrans have already chosen. Because for me, we are no longer in Nigeria again. Anything that is happening in the zoo, whether they form Coup or they not form Coup, is not my business as a Biafran man who I am. So that is why I'm very happy that we have somebody like our Prime Minister. He is working 10,000 ahead of them. So what is my own business now is about how we are going to achieve our nation. So that even possible, even before they declare their war ever, we should declare our nation. Just like as our Prime Minister have said, because the way things are going, this is how it's going to be. So by the time Biafra has been declared, then let them consult their crew and they will rule themselves. You understand? So this is my own point. So anything that is going on now in the zoo, Because you see, we are the only ones talking about it. It's not as if we are talking about it that maybe tomorrow, whatever that happens in the zoo is going to be my business, or it's going to be your business, or it's going to be any of your family business. As a Biafran, we are already safe. It's only less for those people who keep deceiving themselves, who keep feeling ignorant, who keep thinking that they don't even know where they are. They don't know where they are. You are being guided every day by terrorists. Recruited Boko Haram, they have all recruited them in the Air Force, in the Nigerian Army, in the police, in everywhere, every security guard, every security park, every post, anywhere, even your DPO, your commissioner, all of them, they are all Fulani Boko Haram, repentant Boko Haram. They are all there. And you think these people are serving for your own interest? You think these people are serving for your own interest? Don't worry, continue. My brother Mazi, I'm just praying for the redeclaration of our great nation. I'm telling you, whatever you see all these people are doing, let them bring it up. Let them bring it up. I'm telling you, let them bring it up. We are ready. We have seen enough, and we cannot tolerate more than this.
My brother, the declaration of our nation is already here. The declaration of our nation is already here by the Prime Minister, Biafra Republic government in exile. So we are not begging them. You know, the level we are now, we are no longer careful to know what they are doing. Whatever they are doing, we are just making fun of it. Are you getting me? Like I said earlier, way before you joined, Nigeria is a tragicomedy nation. Sometimes you're looking at the Janjaweedic system and what they are doing, you'll be pained in your heart. And sometimes as you're looking at it, the thing is paining you, and at the same time, you're laughing at their stupidity. Are you getting me? That's why I say that Nigeria is a tragicomedy country, because it is a country that will never work. It is a country that will never work. Chimwe, I salute you.
Nigeria is not a country, Mazi Jaja. You know, it is just because that British will put their hand. That is why the world recognize that name as country. You know, but that name is very, very useless all over the whole world. It is only important in some few areas. Go ahead, please. I think somebody join us. Is Chinwe here?
No, Chinwe is in the listening session.
Okay. Good evening, Sister Chinwe. I greet you.
YouTube.
Yes.
Listening. So, what I'm saying is, had it been that these people, they know that a day like this is coming, they would have played with caution right from the onset. From the time immemorial, they would have played with caution. But they never knew that a day like this will come. Some persons, there's a video, I will bring that video tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, we're going to be here same time by 8 o'clock. We're going to be here on the evening session. I will bring that video for us, where the current governor of Edo State, Obaseki, he's saying last year, that's the video of last year, not this year. He's saying that hardship is coming, hardship is coming. Very soon, this money we normally go to Abuja to share every month will no longer be visible. I'm telling you the truth. I'll bring up the video tomorrow.
Please do, sir.
This man opened his mouth and said that this money they normally go to Abuja to share will no longer be visible again. And it's happening today. And in the next 3, 4, 5 months, the result will be more visible for every eyes to see it. You know that the day last year, before Christmas, that is in this year, did you get the money that was sent in your email box, that was sent to your accounts for your holidays, for your Christmas holidays? And those people frown at the slogan that he used, because he's not been in the Senate before, so he didn't know the slogan they normally use to eat the money, to siphon the treasury that should serve the interests of the people. He went and called it for what it is. And then now correct himself and say, no, it's no longer money. It's the prayer that was sent to your mailbox. Again, of recent now, he was asking the governors, does it mean that you guys did not get the money that the president sent into your accounts? And everybody kept quiet. He now said, the 30 million that was sent into your individual accounts, did you not get it? All of them started saying that they did not get any money. They did not get any money. And he now know that it's the same scenario that happened before. He's repeating itself. 30 million is not their salary. It's just a money, a tip, just like, what did they used to call it? Just like you give somebody, uh, just manage this one. 30 million into their account. When the masses don't have 10,000, 5,000, if you go to Nigeria now, 5,000 naira is a problem. And if you eventually manage to get that 5,000, it will not serve you anything. 5,000 cannot buy you a meal that will serve your family. You can't use 20,000 to cook a meal, a soup. We are not talking about a good one, just a soup that will serve, that it will be that something enter your stomach. I was speaking with somebody yesterday. He told me in Calabar that a cup of garri today is 400 of garri is 400 naira. A cup of local rice is 600 naira. One cup. Then if you have a family of 10, a family of 6, how many cup are you going to buy before you now buy the ingredient that will be used to cook the food to serve the people? My sister Margaret, you're welcome. Margaret, good evening also from here. We must continue to vote because all these things we are complaining about is because these contraptions continue to dominate the people. That a cup of rice, not to talk about beverages that you use to cook, everything is on high gear. And people that said that they are your leaders, that are representing you. Can a rich man represent a poor man? The answer is no. Is no. Because you're not feeling the pain of that poor man. The only people that can represent you and represent you very well are people that are in the same shoe, wearing the same shoe with you. They know where it pinches. Can anyone hear me? So, dear friends, I salute each and every one of you. We will start to draw the curtain from here. We'll begin to draw the curtain from here. I salute each and every one of you people, men and women of goodwill. I salute each and every one of you for coming, for sharing, for commenting, for liking, for subscribing. May Elohim continue to bless each and every one of you, both now and forevermore. You say, you say, remember, the Biafrans stands for one thing and one thing alone, and that is a total disintegration of Nigeria. We don't know what Q is all about. We don't know. We don't understand that language. We don't understand the language called Q. So those that probably understand the language called Q can go ahead with it. But we, the Biafrans, we don't understand such language as Q. There's no language as Q. Are you getting it? So we don't involve ourselves in something that we don't understand. So anybody that wishes to be a part and parcel of those that are being negotiated, that they are the coup plotters, good luck to them. But the Biafrans, the Biafra Republic government in exile, our Prime Minister Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they stand for one thing alone, and that is freedom. And that freedom is what that can never be truncated by anything. It can never, ever, not in this life. So Margaret, I don't know, Margaret, okay, you can hear, I can hear you now. Okay, you can hear me now. The system, the network keep kicking me out. Keep kicking me out. So I don't know. Margaret, if you want to come into the studio as we are rounding off for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes to make some submissions on the topic we are treating today, you can do that. You can do that. The link will be on the Jumbotron. The network is very bad. Oh. The system is like it need deliverance. The system need deliverance, just deliverance. So if you are free, my sister Margaret, you can come into the studio. Use the link at the comment section. It is there. Just click on it, and it will bring you to the studio, and you'll be able to put something. What do you have to say? Nigerian government today is dialoguing. Is said to be dialoguing with the coup plotters, with so-called coup plotters, those people that are preparing to conduct coup in Nigeria. What do you have to say on this? If you are free to do so. Yeah. Okay, you can click on the distance if you're free to come. You can click on the link and they come in if you are free. Shine, I salute you. Anyone that is free to come in can come in. But if no, then we'll be rounding off. We have stayed here for almost an hour and going to 2 hours now. So I salute each and every one of you. Dear friends, let your eyes be on the ball. Do not lose sight of what we are doing. Do not lose sight of what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing. Do not lose sight of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for. Do not lose sight of our collective effort, our collective interest. That is what that matters the most. What that matters in every sane society, that matters in every democratic system, is a collective effort of the people, collective interest of the people. That is what is democracy. There's nothing else that is called democracy. It's the interest of the people, and the interest of the Biafrans is that we want to be free. We want to be free and define our life, define our destiny, define what, be able to control our own future. That is what freedom means for us, and that is what democracy means to us. To some other people, democracy can mean so many other things. Democracy can mean being subjected to the Western imperialism. Democracy can mean anything to them, but to us, democracy simply means freedom and the will of the people being protected. Any So, dear friends, thank you so much for being there. Thank you. I think this thing cannot continue like this. We can't just continue like this. 1 minute in, 1 minute out. I salute each and every one of you, Biafrans. May Elohim continue to bless you. We're going to call it a day from here and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow by 9 o'clock, we'll still be here to give you the morning show by 9 o'clock tomorrow, 9 or 9:30 tomorrow before I go to work. We'll be here, we'll be analyzing another video tomorrow morning. So do well to key in, to hook up to the channel tomorrow morning. And as you do so, God will bless you. Don't lose focus on the ball. Don't lose sight of the ball. Biafrans are already home. Remain blessed. It is good evening from my end. It might be morning from your end. It might be afternoon. May God bless you, whatever time it is in your time zone. May God continue to bless you and protect you from evil. Protect you from the eyes of the wicked ones. Protect you from harm. Protect you from anything that the enemy is planning against you and prosper you in everything that you do. Ise, Ise, Ise. God bless you. Good night from here.